One of the most controllable variables that you're going to have for Hyrox is your warm-up. But if you screw it up, you're gonna pay the price on the course. In this video, I'm gonna talk about 4 different ways that I like to program my Hyrox warm-ups, including how much time it's gonna take, how much volume, what movements you should do, and when you should be finished so you can get to that start line as ready as possible. My name is Rich Ryan, 3-time Hyrox Elite 15 qualifier with a Hyrox Pro PR of 54:28. So how much time should you need for your warm-up? So my warm-up takes about 35 minutes from start to finish. You wanna be ready to run this race about 15 minutes before your actual start. So when you are thinking about how to prepare yourself and how to get to the venue, I would say at least 60 minutes of time is necessary for you to get to the warm-up area in the venue. So working backwards, you might need to get there 90 minutes ahead of time just because registration can be crazy, the actual warm-up area is a bit chaotic, and it's gonna take you more time than you think on race day to get your actual warm-up in. So give yourself plenty of time to work within that 35 minutes of what you're actually gonna need to do for the warm-up. So from here, I have 4 parts to my warm-up that I make sure I hit every single time I race. So the first part is specific movement quality. I like to pick 2 or 3 different movements that is going to prepare my body to move well. So we wanna make sure we are giving ourselves the best chance to be efficient. And in order to be efficient, we need to move in the proper positions so that we are using less energy and being able to create more power. So I'll do 3 or 4 different aspects of these so that I am moving well. I would suggest you do things around your major joints, your knees, your ankles, your hips, and your shoulders. I found these are the areas that take a little bit more time to warm up and to get into the proper positions. Now this can be done with some slow and controlled movement or through some soft tissue mobilization. So whatever works for you, I would suggest you spend time working on your major joints so that you are able to move well before you start your main movements and your higher output for your warm-up. The second piece is dynamic mobility. So now we're gonna start moving faster with these good positions. So you spent time creating the ability to move well. Now we're going to move fast while moving well. So this could be a variety of different things that we use that are gonna be more track and field specific, things like A skips, B skips, bounds, things that are going to be much more dynamic in movement and a little bit faster than what you had just previously done. Or things that are going to be very specific to the actual station needs. Whatever you're doing, you're gonna be moving through space and moving faster than you have before. This is going to help prime our nervous system to get ready to move fast. So we're able to put out a little bit more during the race and to get us primed and ready to continue to build our warm-up. The third piece of the warm-up is absolutely non-negotiable. This is an aerobic warm-up. And often I feel like this is where we will lean the most when it comes to our actual warm-up. And if you are crunched on time and you can't do all of the precursor stuff, this is where you should spend your time. You need to take 10 to 15 minutes of time to really start breathing heavy, to get the blood flowing throughout your body, to help your cardiovascular system kind of turn on, kind of giving it the signals that like, hey, we're about to do some work here, and to help move that oxygen through your blood and to your muscles. It takes about 10 minutes for this to really get going. If you've done a Hyrox workout or any type of workout without a proper aerobic warm-up, you'll probably notice that you feel fatigued pretty quickly because you're just not ready to work aerobically. So spending this time is critical. Now this could be spent on a variety of machines or just straight running, but whatever you do, make sure you're getting 10 to 15 minutes of straight breathing work. And this will also help you build a little bit more of a sweat and help you get ready for the actual race. I found that once we get this warm-up out of the way, if we start to cool down, our aerobic system stays elevated for an extended period of time. So say if you warmed up and you have 10, 15, 20 minutes before your actual race, when you start that race, you're still going to be ready to work aerobically. So now at this point of the warm-up, we're probably 25 to 30 minutes into it. Now I take my time to go back to my area that I have and put on my race kit. So this is putting on your shoes, putting on your chip, changing into whatever you're going to wear. For most of us, that means like taking something off, but this is the time where I will get ready to go to that start line. So once I'm completely prepared and I don't have to worry about anything else, I have whatever nutrition I'm going to take, or I've taken the last bit of nutrition, I can then start the race. But I have one last piece that puts a little bit of finishing touches on the warm-up. So this is when I like to introduce a little bit of lactate production into the blood system. For me, whenever I do a high-end workout that is going to be kind of a flood of lactate, the first set or rep always feels worse. The second, third start to feel better until I hit a critical point of fatigue. So I like to get this out of the way during the warm-up. And what this looks like for me is some faster strides, 4 to 5 by 100 meters at what would be probably closer to a mile pace or 800 meter pace, or doing some sort of specific station work that is going to elevate my lactate levels. Most specifically, the sleds, burpee broad jumps, and the lunges. Now with this, these are very small pieces. So I would recommend doing no more than 12 meters of sled push and pull, 12 meters of walking lunges, and maybe 5 to 6 burpees. So this is more about priming your body to go fast. Now, sometimes I'll see people in the warm-up area just kind of going over the stations repeatedly, just like pushing the sled, pulling the sled, doing lunges, practicing wall balls. And if you need to spend an extended amount of time in the warm-up area practicing your stations, you're just not prepared. We don't want to understand how the feeling of the stations are going to be right before the race. And if that's something that we're trying to lean on, you just haven't done enough in training. So you shouldn't need to do a lot of station work going into the actual event, but you should just do small doses just to get yourself ready and positionally feel good. Something I would highly recommend with your warm-up is that you have a specific cadence, have it locked in, and you practice this often. I would recommend doing a warm-up exactly like you're going to do before the race, at least 2 times per week, ideally before your quality sessions. If you can do it more, that's even better, because this is going to promote better work rate when you start your workout, and it's going to help your movement quality in general. So the more you can do your warm-up in practice, the easier it will be come race day, and the better your training will be because you are practicing a proper warm-up. So here is my personal warm-up routine. So what I'll do is 3 rounds of heel elevated Zercher front squats with a 5-second descent, 2 to 3 second pause, and 1 second back to the top. I'll do 5 to 8 toe elevated RDLs, and I'll do 5 to 8 toe elevated split squats, and then 3 to 5 half Turkish get-ups. And for my dynamic warm-up, I'll do 25 meters of walking and marching. I do 25 meters of pogo bounds. I do 25 meters of A skips, 25 meters of B skips, 25 meters of single leg bounds. Then for my aerobic work, I do 3 to 4 rounds of 1 minute of run, 1 minute ski, 1 minute bike or row, whatever is available to me on the race day. From here, I pop on my shoes. I take whatever nutrition I need to take at this point. Then I will do 4 to 6 100-meter strides at about 800-meter pace. I push this sled 1 length, 12 meters. I do 3 to 5 burpee broad jumps, and then I will do 5 to 10 walking lunges. So the most important part is building this habit for your race day so you know exactly what you need to do when you get to the venue. If you're interested more in the training aspect of Hyrox, check out the RMR Training app. We have you covered with 8 to 10 different programs for all different levels and ability. We also have a community aspect in there where you get access to the RMR Training coaches to answer all of your questions so that you can feel the most prepared for your next race. Talk to you soon.